Alright, Shalom. I want to start off by saying all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, Huruo, and salutations unto you, Akim, and Aquathium that take heed, in sincerity and in truth. Um, I'm going to get into a lesson about a good word I actually found in a precept, but the basis of this video is based upon this clip that I took from the Breakfast Club radio show. You know, it's pretty popular. Um, they have this guy, this actor, I forget his name, but he's very well known. He had a show for years, and Salakia. They're basically talking about the Israelites. You know, not the Israelites, but I mean you Jakes, you tribes, and the best way to amend and fix the situation of the generational racism that that Babylon the Great has implemented upon you Jakes, man. Right? So I'm gonna play it.
No, the only way America can atone for its original sin, which is slavery, is through legislation and most importantly reparations.
See, so right there, Charlemagne, this man, he says the only way America can atone for its sins against its original sin, which is slavery, right? Which also America committed what? America also committed genocide against the Native Americans, the Mexicans, the Seminole Indians, so-called, right? Um, it committed genocide and implemented a system of persecution against those people as well for generations. And we're going to get the scripture to prove what this man said is off about legislation and all this madness.
Totally agree with you. There has to be some type of economic equity package that is, presented to the black community. Like it's really just that simple.
And it's not that simple because first of all, your nationality was taken away from you. Your nationality was taken away from you, man. You were made the laughing stock of the whole earth. You have a certain stereotype among all nations because that's part of the curses. You shall be a reproach and a hissing and an astonishment, a byword among all nations. It's not just about some economic package, man. And first of all, this economy, it's based upon fiat currency, which is flat dead currency, weak currency. And especially ever since the note, which all the note ever was, it was token, right? That was redeemable, and you could bring it to the bank and trade in your notes for actual gold. That's when the note was actually backed by something. But now this note is unredeemable. When you look on the back of any on your Benjis, it says unredeemable because it was taken off the gold standard in 1933, I believe. Right?
Yeah, I think education is really important, making sure for our kids that they have something to do when they're not in school, but making sure that it's equal. Like, just some people don't want to send their kids to school in certain districts, and the school system is not good there. They don't have the right books, the right tools, the right teachers, even. So I think it really does start there. It starts with people feeling more comfortable, like knowing that I have a home that I live in. I don't have to go out and commit crime because times are so hard and so difficult. We have to make sure that we fix up neighborhoods that people live in and that they have access to things that people in other neighborhoods have access to. I think a lot of those things really matter. And I do believe also when things happen, like if there is a domestic dispute, that I agree that police shouldn't be called into a situation like that. I do think that's something that a mediator or someone that is specialized to deal with something like that. And I know you said that also about people who suffer from mental health issues, addiction issues, things like that. I think certain cases we don't need somebody with a gun to show up that may not necessarily know how to de-escalate or handle that situation. So I think there's a lot of things that are necessary, and there's a lot of things that we need in order for us to start achieving some of that equity, like you said.
I think what she said is the most important is knowledge, right? You look at, for myself, I'm the first person in my family to graduate from college, the first person in my family to be an entrepreneur, not because my parents didn't, it's because they didn't know how to.
Right, and that was the whole video. And I mean, again, man, Jake tries to catch up with Esau. They never understand about power. How this man is actually in power. You're not gonna share power with another nation. You know, the man in power is not gonna share power. Oh, let me give you some. Here you go. Here's some power. Because first of all, they know their history, man. We're talking about elite people, man. They know how they got into power. So let's get the scripture, Numbers 35, the book of Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for I, the Lord Yahweh, dwell among the children of Israel. Right, and it's interesting to note, in my 1611, the King James, when you read the scripture, um, the word in the precept for cleansed, right, and the land cannot be cleansed is, I'm going to look up this word actually, it's a good word, kapar, which means to cover, purge, make an atonement, right? What did what did Charlemagne say? America cannot atone for its original sin. Only the only way it can is through what? Some economic package, being on the same playing field. Well, guess what? I don't know if it's unbeknownst to you and your knowledge, but you had a whole community of Jakes, as so-called blacks, here in Canada as well, in Nova Scotia, Africville, which got basically destroyed. Black Wall Street in America. There was black banks, theaters, taxi companies, you know, bus lines, right? So you can't just say, oh, about economic equity, because Esau will come and he will enforce the sword. So this word for in the precept, when you look up in the 1611, I'm gonna show you the word. When you look it up, is expiation, right? And when I seen the word, I said, let me look it up, and it's a good word. It means act of making satisfaction or reparation for an offense, atonement, reparation, right? Satisfaction, atonement, down here, make amends for, atone for, right? And this is all going back to the scriptures, right? It's all simply going back to the scriptures, man. All right. So you can have your own vain opinion, your earthly opinion, but it's not gonna overthrow the judgment that the Most High set up, right? Proverbs 16:5. Everyone that is proud in heart and is an abomination to the Lord Yahweh. So you people that are proud, man, you got that pride of life spirit. The Most High is not dealing with that, man. You gotta come in meekness and humility, and really contrite. Look that word up, man. Contrite, right? Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. And they messed this up, man. I gotta look it up on a different version, because see, that's how I know they're messing up with the translation, because it's not supposed to say he shall not go unpunished. Damn devils, man. Brakate how brakate shai, that we learn the scriptures through the apostles, man, and beat it into our head, man. Beat it into our head, this knowledge, man. You brothers gotta beat this into your head the most you can, because there's gonna come a time when you're not gonna be reading the scriptures, man, because all hell's breaking loose. So try to get this, man. That's why it says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. And then that's why in Isaiah it says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Right? Sorry. Proverbs 16:5. It's supposed to say the wicked shall not be punished. See, they changed. Let me see. I might be bugging. Let me see on blue letter what it says. Yeah, I guess it's he. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. Right? I could have sworn it said the wicked shall not be unpunished. Oh, right here, Proverbs 11. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Right? So, again, you have this whole kumbaya rainbow coalition spirit going on. The Most High is not gonna let the wicked go unpunished, man. Okay, and all this pride and all this boastfulness that these people proclaim, call us a crazy conspiracy theorists and supremacists and racists. The Most High is gonna set up the order, man. At the end of the day, okay, the wicked has to fall. If you can't see this place is wicked, you don't see the witchcraft happening, you don't see the madness occurring, man. That means you're lost in the sauce, man. You're part of that movie They Live, and you need the glasses, but you're fighting. You're fighting to keep them off. Like the Jake in the movie, man. You Jakes, you're fighting to not even put on the glasses to see all this wickedness, man. All right, so that was it. I just wanted to bring out that point. I want to say Kahalalim, La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well, and salutations to you Akim Nakwatim that take heed in sincerity and truth. Shalom.